Hi, my name is Sera Pinwell and I work for the Cumberland Multicultural Community Services. I'm the team leader for the family support team. I'm here to talk to you today about toddlers and in particular toddler tantrums. We've all had obscene toddler tantrums. They can be a doozy. They will test any parent's patience. If your toddler is having tantrums, you're not alone. Nearly all toddlers have tantrums at some time or another. Tantrums happen when toddlers get angry, upset, frustrated, and stressed, often because there's so many things that toddlers want to do, but they can't quite do yet. Sometimes toddlers will have a tantrum when they're feeling jealous, scared, unwanted, insecure, or unloved. It's never helpful to punish or hit a child to try and stop a tantrum. Little tantrums only last a short time, and your child's feelings are not totally out of control. Your toddler is still too little to be able to cope with stress and frustration very well. He does not always have the words to say what he needs or he wants. It can feel like his world is full of bigger people telling him what to do. Sometimes toddlers learn that busy parents are likely to give in and do what the toddler wants if they carry on long enough, if they whinge and whine and have little mini tantrums. If you're the kind of parent that gives in easily, your toddler is learning that tantrums work. For example, she will get something if she pesters you long enough. If tantrums happen often and seem to be about something small, it's usually because the something small has happened to come at a time on top of a whole lot of other stresses or frustrations in your child's life. So it becomes like the one thing that tips him over into a tantrum. So have a think about whether your child is frustrated from not being able to have or do something, if they need attention, if they're tired or unwell, if they're stressed about starting a new childcare or there's a new baby in the house. Or maybe your toddler has seen you and your partner fighting or upset. Remember, your moods and behaviours really do affect your toddler. One of the things I often say to parents is, mean what you say. Don't give in to your child who has a tantrum because he wants something. If the tantrum is small, you might try saying no and giving a reason once. For example, no, you cannot have a biscuit because it's almost dinner time. Try and distract your child by giving him something else to do. This really works. Let him help you cook dinner. Choose a snack that you approve of or do something else completely fun. Warm baths can really help calm down toddlers who are stressed. Sometimes you can just ignore little tantrums. Sometimes by you being busy and doing something else, their little tantrum will just blow over. Now we're going to talk about big tantrums. Big tantrums are the boil over kind of tantrum where children can no longer control their feelings. This kind of tantrum is very frightening for children as well as for many parents. When your child has this kind of tantrum, she can't listen to reason. Punishments such as consequences or time out, they just don't work. Ignoring this kind of tantrum can be frightening for your child because she needs, when she's out of control, she needs to learn that feelings can be controlled. She needs to know that you are in control. Now we're talking about shopping centre tantrums. So we've all been there. We've all seen a child at the supermarket who's screaming and kicking and down on the floor and crying. And most parents feel embarrassed or worry about how other people are judging them in this situation. If they happen often, consider leaving your children with someone else when you go on long shopping trips. If you do take them to the shops, make sure they're not tired when you go. Also, make sure that they've been to the toilet and make sure that they've eaten before you left the house. Let them help you by getting things from the supermarket shelf for you. That gives them something to do and makes them feel helpful. Chatting to other adults can result in young children getting bored and irritated. Make your shopping trip a treat for everyone by having a little drink or a time at the park on the way home afterwards. If a tantrum does happen, you need to be strong enough to leave the shopping basket where it is and take your child somewhere quiet until the tantrum is over. So plan to avoid tantrums if possible. Here are some handy hints. Make sure there are lots of good things in your child's day. Go on outings after sleeps and meals and not when your child is hungry or tired. Distract her. Look what I've got here. Keep a diary for a few days. When the tantrums happen, note what time of day, what you and your child are doing when it happens. If it always happens around tea time, try letting your child have her tea earlier, giving her a bath before her tea, letting her help you prepare the meal, or having some special one-on-one time with her at this time of the day. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is coping on one of those days. Some of these days are worse than others, as we know. If you can see at the beginning of the day that it's going to be one of those days, take some time to do something relaxing with your child straight away. Leave whatever you thought you were going to do for the day and see if you can make the day a better one. Some fun and relaxing things to do might include a walk in the park or around the block, sitting down with your child to watch a video, play some music or dance, read a story or make some Play-Doh. Remember, having a tantrum yourself doesn't help. Your child will copy and learn from the way you handle your tantrums. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.